Good day, viewers. You're very welcome to our regular episode of Go Healthy, Save Money. In our last episode, we talked about the 3 critical steps one needs to take in order to improve or promote his or her health. Today, things that will trivialize, that will help us to improve our health. These are not far-fetched things. These are things that we do on a regular basis, but either inappropriately or using the wrong things. To start with, drinking a lot of water. Usually, everybody drinks water. The question is, are you drinking it enough? Are you drinking it appropriately? There are ways to drink water to the benefit of your health. There is an entity called water therapy. That is simply waking up first thing in the morning and taking a glass cup of water. If you have the capacity and not a beginner, you take 50 cl of water. For beginners, you can feel odd, some little disturbance in your stomach, and after a while you feel okay. Or you move your bowel. You use the toilet. You poo and you feel a bit relief. That regularly can amount to you regularly cleansing your gut. Your intestine. For the young ones, the alimentary canal, the one we were taught in science class in those days, where the food passes before it gets to our toilet. You should, as an individual, aim for at least 8 cups of water on a daily basis. How do you spread the remaining? Some people talk about 3 square meal. I do not believe in 3 square meal because I don't even think 3 is square. Some, for health reasons, eat only once a day. Some, for health reasons, eat twice a day. Whichever category you fall, ensure that 30 minutes before your meal, you have at least a glass cup of water or 50 cl of water. When you do this regularly, it has a lot of health benefits, amongst which include aiding your digestion, which is one of the few challenges people have. Eating balanced diet. We cannot overemphasize the importance of eating balanced diet. What are those things that balance our diet? Eating whole grain, protein, milk, having a good balance among all these grains, milk, protein, fat, and fruits and vegetables. They all have different minerals that they release in your system. Rather than paying attention to pastries, synthetic or refined sugars, exercise regularly. Making sure you spare minimum of 30 minutes on a daily basis for exercise. Keeping your cardiovascular system in constant check require doing moderate physical activities on a daily basis. Just sparing 30 minutes on a daily basis has a lot of benefit to your system, to your health. And these are not expensive. You can just devise what you want to do on a regular basis and check out the one that touches on every part of your system, of your body, for 30 minutes, and you're good to go. Much as we require so much exercise, we also require adequate sleep. You must spare at least 7 to 9 hours sleep on a daily basis. There is a need to refresh. There is a need to refresh before you reboot. When you're working on a system and you're working on the system for a long time, these are mechanical devices, these are machines, these are devices that are not human. You take time to refresh. You take time to reboot when the system starts misbehaving. At times when you refresh, you get the best of the system. So why don't you think you need to refresh as a human being? Now note, even if you get 7 to 9 9 hours on a daily basis. Research has shown that at least 15 minutes of a nap on a daily basis, if you are able to create time for it, has a lot of benefit on your cardiovascular system. Next is the management of stress. How do we manage stress? Do you know how much I do to get to work on a daily basis? Do you know how much I do to get back to work? I drive in the traffic for 4 hours before getting to my office. There is a lot of differences between stress and exercise. Stress can be described as a thief of the body, while exercise builds your body. They may both require activities, but one steals from you and one builds you. So, which do you choose? There are various ways you can actually manage stress. One is meditation. 2, doing deep breathing. Engage in yoga. That may sound foreign, but it's been adopted in our environment because of the immense benefit that has been established when you do yoga. We need not talk much about the practice of good hygiene because we are all witness to the drama that hit the whole world in 2020 during COVID. The basic hand washing after each activity and before each activity is quite helpful. It's a good practice to do hand washing prior to activities and after activity, whatever the activity is, especially if you are in your office, outside, or in a vegetative environment. Remember, there is a saying in Yoruba, "Nínú ìgbẹ́ lówó wà," that you can sometimes achieve your dream in terms of making money in some dirty environment. So you don't run away from dirty environment, but you devise a way of managing the environment to the best of your ability. Get regular checkups. It's not for the sick, because when you ask, when last did you check yourself up? Some even brag about it, that I've never visited the hospital. I don't go to the hospital. The hospital, the clinic is not meant only for the sick. You can be very proactive, checking up yourself before you go down, because it requires little energy, little spending, and putting yourself in optimal shape at all times, rather than increasing your downtime and also having to break down at times with sequel, with some complication that may be difficult to resolve. So checking up your health regularly. What do you check for? Basic things: your blood pressure, your pulse rate, generally your vital signs. Checking your blood sugar, the viruses, HIV, hepatitis B, hepatitis C, amongst others. Cholesterol level, there is a time to this. You can engage your doctor to get the best time to do this. Smoking. This is a sensitive area. But I tell you that there is no disease that has been listed around the world that are accusing finger has not been pointed as smoking. So if I were in your shoes, I would either completely quit smoking, avoid smoking, or reduce my number of sticks per day with the aim of completely quitting smoking. So also alcohol. These have been the most notorious culprits when it comes to various diseases. And there has been so much talk about vaccination. The concept of vaccination is very clear. It is important to promote your own health by building soldiers that help you to fight diseases when they show their ugly faces. Safe sex with the use of condoms, amongst other preventive measures, which include abstinence where it is applicable, regular screening for sexually transmitted diseases amongst young adults. More importantly, you need good care of your mental health. You have to be mentally stable to be able to take care of every other part of your system, every other part of your body. So you need to eat varieties of food and avoid as much as possible pastries, or reduce as much as possible. There is a new addiction in town. It was never among the least in the past. This has become a little bit more important than even others on the list. The advent of modern civilization has introduced a new addiction into the list of diseases in our environment. Screen time. You need to be intentional about reducing your screen time to remain sane, healthy, and healthy. In fact, to be able to improve on your mental health. Always remember, small changes can add up over time. Start with 1 or 2 and work your way up the healthy lifestyle. Otherwise, ewu ń bẹ lóko ló ń gẹ́ pàápàá fúnra ẹ̀. Ewu ni. Thank you for listening.